All right, we're starting on step. Welcome to another Age of Mythology 1v1. We have some boards over here this time. Villagers building a granary to pick it up. Good idea. In the bottom left-hand side, we have Imperium. I'm sure that's how you pronounce that. It's supposed to be in Latin, right? So, like, you pronounce the V like a U. Anyways. Imperium in the bottom left, playing as Hades, it looks like, with the new portrait. Is what that is. Yeah, he's got the Sentinel power, so it's Hades. All right, and on the other side, in red, we have Brad Doug. Couldn't decide on which first name he wanted, so he has two. Nothing wrong with that. Killing the boars by the town center, so he doesn't have to build a granary. That's a good play. They are easily lureable. Let's take a look around while some of the players are scouting. Blue already has 3 on gold. He's only putting 3 on food at the moment. Probably doesn't think he'll need it. Puts 4 on favor. So we're getting some myth units out quick. From blue, he's rallying to temple too. Is he gonna try to get out of Pegasus? Well, you can't even build a myth unit this early on. Scott will pass and get some info. Red just clicked up to age 2. He's got 1 on temple, and he's been putting more on food, so he's been able to do it. Meanwhile, Blue's just starting to get food. He took all of his villagers off temple and put them onto food now. What for? What was the favor for? For this? And this trickle of gold. 2 gold trickle rate. That's like 2 villagers.
Πρόσεχε.
Villagers gather at 0.85 per second. So having 2 per second is like having 2.5 villagers almost. For free. No population. Let's take a look at some of these relics while we're here. We have increases of crush damage of close range siege and myth. Okay, that could be good. Here's the attack of counter infantry units. Good for counter infantry, I guess. No, it's only 5%. It's really not a lot. Red harassing with a centaur. He's not going to do much with it. Farms are cheaper, 25%. That's a pretty good one. And the last relic is town centers provide more population. A good late game relic. Centaur might get a kill. Nope, he's just gonna annoy the shit out of blue. Blue uses his Sentinel God power to try to protect these villagers a little bit. He switches off into this different wood. Oh, Jason might sneak a kill.
Πρόσταγμα.
10 hit points, 3 hit points. Goes down. There's some value. He's getting some value out of his harassing. Lightning strikes the hippiest. Very interesting time to use lightning strike. I guess it's pretty cheap. They should come out with like a super god power mode where it's like all of your god powers cost a fifth of the favor cost to recast, and that way you can just spam god powers all the time, and I think that'd be pretty cool. As like a game type, you wouldn't want to split the community, and they're already pretty split. But maybe as an event or something, see if people like it. That sort of thing, instead of just random community events where nobody participates. And it looks bad on the player base. Red coming in with some cavalry harassment, using both Centaur and Hippias. Playing as Zeus, not the typical Hoplite army that you normally see from a Zeus player. Red scouting around, wants to see if he can find anywhere to do some damage. See if there's like a hunt or something, you know. He found the hunt and kept going. He's gonna run right under the sentinels. He runs the villagers away. No, you don't want to run under there. No. Oh, you're in a bad spot. Okay, you can make it through. Units barely escaped. Took a little bit of damage. Not really worth it, but he was just getting information. He needed to know where he could raid. And I don't think this is raidable. I think you either boom and try to build up an army. Because you can't do anything right now. Blue just ran out of berries though, so he's going to need to go onto a forward hunter, build some farms. His goats are an option, but they're only half full. Blue's going for a hunt. Reinforcing his, or red reinforcement his army. It's now a decent size. Great for doing some eco damage, but I don't think he's going to be able to take out any town centers. The sentinels are going to make it hard. Maybe he can take out the sentinels one at a time, so then they're less of a trouble later on. Blue is building a wall to defend his hunt, but will it go up in time? Blue knows red's nearby, but oh, he's not going to finish the wall. I thought he was finishing the wall. There it goes. He's got to finish that last section. He's got to go to it. There we go. Now red can't get in, but just in time. But he's not going to finish it, making it easy for red to come through if he wants to. Red, just destroy this part. Red, destroy the unfinished part. Alright, he's gonna go through. He took most of the food already? He did that pretty quick. It's like 12 villagers. He's moving on. He's gonna see if he can find a different hunt. The boar, an option. Red's coming in. He's gonna try to raid. Nope. Sentinels are gonna push him back. Red coming in with an even bigger army. Neither player has built a second town center, it seems. So we're not seeing any boom. We're going to see pure aggro. Blue's building up an army of his own. He's got Toxitates with Hoplitates. He wants to protect his resources. Red does not want to go in on that just yet. He just successfully pushes blue off. Oh. Red just trying to be as annoying as possible with those arrows. Wow. Doing some really good damage. Is Red going to continue building cavalry? It looks like he is. Probably not the best idea against enemy hoplite. Unless you can get your centaur to take him out really quickly. Red's going to try to raid again, it looks like, with some Hippias. He's making sure blue's nowhere around here. Moving his army as well. He's gonna run right into the Hippias. Maybe this is a good fight. Red decides not to take it. Oh geez. Fighting now. Bronze armor comes out. That's going to be tough for blue. Red winning the fight with the bronze armor still. That's a strong god power, man. He made it to age 3. Blue tried to turn his units into pigs, and it worked for part of it. Then the bronze armor came out. Red's still seeing if he can raid over here, but blue's just not going to this part of the map at all. Red's takes out the granary so Boost stops gathering out here. Blue's stuck. He doesn't have any farms. He has the wood for it. He's going after his pigs right now. That's where he's getting his food. Or his goats.
Λέγε έτοιμη.
Blue saw the raid coming and backed off. Throwing his villagers on the farms finally. Red's gonna see if he can land another attack. Blue upgraded his tower, so he has watchtowers now, making his base extremely hard to break into. He's with a small force. You're gonna need some siege, I think, at this point to take out the buildings. It's not that guard towers do a lot; they really don't. You can just come in, but you'll be constantly taking fire, which means you need a big enough force to actually take out this area. If you can take out the TC, you're good. Hydras do crush damage. You can make use of this relic right here. 20% is a good chunk. That's a lot, actually. Red going into the side with his cavalry. Coming in with a smaller force. Not really, does not want to do it. Paspis will do great against the hop today. I can tell that's what he was going for. Red expanding out to the middle of the map. Neither player with a second town center still. Red just building a fortress out here to protect the gold mine and the future town center possibly. It also protects this area of the map. It's just a great position. Puts him more forward with his production. He sure is building a lot of production and not using it. Does he have the economy for all this? He has 1 TC. Red building a wall of his own, take up more of the map. Man, I love this part of the music. Just really kicks in. Percussion. Red with siege now. He's got 3 hydras, one with 3 heads. Blue built his own fortress by a town center to protect this part of the map. All right, another good position. Red's gonna try to take it out though. The Hoplite coming in on the main line. They're gonna take out the Hippias really quickly. Siege units meeting each other. The Hippias go down like paper. Look at all these Hoplite just taking out the Hippias. We got a thunderstorm coming out. Red decimating Blue's army once again. But there's a lot of myth units and heroes here. And they're fighting under the fortress. Red calls for a ceasefire. Gonna try to build up his forces before he tries again. He can't build anything because of the pestilence that Hades put on a few minutes ago. Or almost a minute ago. It's gonna be gone here in a second, but. And the ceasefire is over as well. Red, finally the first player to build a second town center. Hoplite get melted, Cyclops go down. Ajax taking it in the rear. Chiron's dead. That's it. Blue resigned. Yeah, he didn't have the output that Red did. He also didn't have the villagers. Looks like he lost some villagers and affected his game. He tried to come out here to the gold, but it never actually did. Took this gold instead. Interesting, interesting. Both players using the old pictures. That's interesting. That's pretty cool. Imperium's the only one who grabbed a relic. I don't know if it really helped him. 2 got to H4. Was able to use his god power at H4. Just decimated Blue's army every time he used the god power. Blue couldn't do much about it. Blue had the smaller army the entire time. Red was always building military. This was a big fight. Of course, Blue lost his army here to the bronze armor right here. And then a God strikes. Came out over here. Red almost lost all his forces too. And they broke out pretty even, but Red looked like he was able to build up a little bit faster. And beat out Blue. That's how it goes. Alright, well anyways, thanks for watching. I appreciate a like and subscribe. You can leave a comment to provide feedback. And above all else, remember to have a good day.